welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So excited. 3 looks, 1 palette with the Powerpuff Girls X Colourpop collection. If you want to see each Powerpuff Girl represented by an eye look that I come up with, then just keep on watching. You know, I said I was going to take a little break from the 3 looks in 1 palette videos. But Colourpop had other plans, because with an iconic launch like the Powerpuff Girls, there's 3 of them, so I gotta do 3 looks. Don't worry, these ones are going to be just mainly focused on each Powerpuff Girl individually. I plan to do a standalone video with the palette where I'm trying to use as many colors as possible, but without me talking too much, let's jump into look number 1, Blossom. So my lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I'm going to take this super cute, this is definitely, so far, out of the couple of shades that I've tried, this is one of my favorite Colourpop palettes to date. So, and I think it's just come a sucker for the Powerpuff Girls. I'm a 90s baby, I grew up on them. I'm going to take Girls Rock and apply it into the crease. This is like a super fast cut crease, and I felt like, you know, it almost seems like sassy, like Blossom. So I'm taking my DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush and I'm just gonna pop that in to my crease. I'm just gonna pat it down. And this is a really pretty, like, kind of like hot pink but kind of red shade. It reminds me of him. Oh my gosh, I've tried to do him looks like special effects, but it just was like, I suck at that. But maybe I'll try again for Halloween this year. I need to start planning my Halloween looks now, because I never ever get as many of the Halloween looks up for like 31 days of Halloween like I plan. Shout out to everybody who does though. Oh my gosh, y'all are amazing. I'm just stamping it down, and I'm gonna wing it upwards towards the tail of my brow. I know that stuff like this is usually a Sunday video, but the one that I had up, it'll be in a card somewhere in this video. That one I felt like I really just wanted to do it first because I had it on my mind. I didn't know that this was going to be in so quick, but they weren't playing around on that pay extra for faster shipping stuff either. I'm just going to pat this down and get that as intense as I would like, because this is going to be the depth shade. And I also didn't want to just do like, this is pretty intense, but I didn't want to do like super duper intense. Okay, I feel like that's good for right now. So I'm going to clean that brush off and grab my LaRousse LR 005 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to make sure that I have it clean. Make sure I have it cleaned off as well. And I'm going to take the Fashion Stars, which is this super cute pink, and I'm going to blend out Girls Rock with that shade real quick. So much like I added Girls Rock, I'm just going to kind of pat this down as well. And do back and forth windshield wiper motions. If we lose any of Girls Rock, always go back in and touch it up. Remember, blending is repetitive, but it is worth it because makeup is teaching me patience. And it just takes time to get a nice blend. We want to have the most even, seamless blend as possible. Gonna take a little bit more Girls Rock just to bring it back into the picture here. And do circular motions. Remember, whichever way you start, do that the opposite way as well for a more even blend. This is a DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush, and I'm just taking the Fashion Stars and giving it a nice little flick up towards the tail of my brow, and kind of just making sure that I have that color the way that I would like for it to be, like even pigmented. It's pigmented anyway. Oh my gosh, Colourpop's formulas, I love it so much. So I went into the blends palette and got just a tiny bit of Cream and Sugar for the white eyeshadow to make sure that this is nice and diffused. I noticed that there wasn't really like a white in this palette, or I didn't really want to use a more skin tone. I just wanted to use a white. So I'm touching into the blends palette just for a more diffused, seamless blend here. I'm gonna diffuse it at the tail as well. And it's toot. Okay, I am gonna take just a little bit more of that pink, the Fashion Stars, and just kind of pat it here. I think my tea is kicking in. I didn't have a Red Bull, so I had some of the Republic of Tea high calf pomegranate tea, and let me tell you, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a second cup. So I made a second cup, but I'm starting to be like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out my crease with some micellar water and a Q-tip. I'm just gonna go in and touch up that Girls Rock shade just real quick. Alright, I decided to go ahead and cut my crease, so now I'm just gonna go into Professor Utonium. And it is this super duper cute. It almost looked pink, like it looks kind of peachy pink in the palette, but on the lid it looks more like it looks a little less pink, but it's no big deal. Like, I was super happy with it. So the brush that I'm going to use to start with this is going to be my Farah 205 Fly Wings brush, and I'm just going to go into that shade and apply it up close to the crease that's carved out, and take it onto the lid just a little bit. And I'm not going to take it and wing it out. I'm just going to stop right where it starts to curve down. But I am going to pack it down onto the lid, but leaving most of the lid near the lash line empty and just blank, because I'm going to take the hem shade from the collection for a little graphic liner moment. I'm so excited. So about like that for right now. Now I'm going to take the color Stix and him. Oh my gosh, I love him. I have a shirt with him on it. I actually have a shirt of each Powerpuff Girl. I don't quite exactly know where my Bubbles one is. I think it's in my makeup room. If not, it's kind of lost in the abyss of clothes that I still need to sort through from moving. I'm going to look for it tonight. So when I do the Bubbles look, I'll have it. And I have a few Buttercup shirts. Right now I'm wearing my Blossom t-shirt dress. This is from Romway. And I got it from their Halloween parts. The hem shirt I got from Hot Topic. One of my Buttercup shirts I got from Hot Topic, but the Bubbles and the Buttercup shirts that I plan to wear are from Romway as well. So I was excited to come across those. I had to go all out for the Powerpuff Girls, you know. Alright, I'm gonna get that nice and ready. This is gonna be kind of messy, and to get a nice wing, I'm gonna go in and clean it up with some micellar water on a Q-tip. So, not super worried about precision on the outer bit right here quite yet. This is my first time trying the shadow sticks from them too. I'd been eyeing the ones from the Lemon Silo collection, but never pulled the trigger on it. Alright, so this is kind of messy. It's okay, because I'm going to fix it. So I'm going to take this Elf and J Kiss and J5 brush with some more of Professor Utonium, and this is also going to work as like a little bit of a magic eraser for how it got a little bit thick up in here. So what I'm going to do is just finish patting it down onto the lid here, and ever so slightly like this. Oh! That was almost tragic. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'm talking funny. I'm going to go ahead and take some of that micellar water on my It's Likely Makeup and Fearless Cosmetics brush to just really clean that up. To say I'm obsessed is an understatement. So I'm going to go do the rest of my face. I might come back on to use the blush because the blush that I plan on using for this look is Fighting Crime. And I'm living for this pink AF moment because whew, I love it. I'm probably going to go a little bit overboard. Maybe not too much because Blossom doesn't really seem like that type. But yeah, so I'll be right back. Let's give this blush a go. And as I said, I'm going to use Fighting Crime. So excited. It's so pink. Wonder how it's going to work. I have tried the Lizzie McGuire blushes and they were super pigmented. I'm kind of trying to figure out which brush I want to use. Probably just use my Luxie foundation brush. So I'm going to dip right in. Oh yeah, right off the bat, she pink. Oh my gosh, that is freaking beautiful. And for a pink moment, for a highlight, I used my KBD Alchemist holographic highlight. I used Pink Opal. And I was just kind of trying to be a little matchy, so figured that would be a good one. I'm going to take this down a little farther onto the apple of my cheek than I have been. Probably right here. And bring it up. Ooh. I'm going to go for like that sun-kissed across the nose, I think. Got that nice sunburn effect going. Alright, I'm going to pat that out a little bit with some of my concealer around my nose because that is very, very pink, but I really, really like it. I'm just going to soften it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go do my lashes and my lower lash line and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is look number 1, my interpretation of Blossom. What do you think? My earrings, not the hoops, but the little teardrop ones, I made them last night. I'm going to go work on Bubbles' like now because fingers crossed I can find my shirt tonight and then Bubbles will be look number 2. But either way, the placement of the video, Bubbles will be look number 2. Anyway, I'm so excited about this. I am absolutely obsessed. I did struggle with these lashes for some reason. They're the chick ones from Colourpop. I don't know. But the over blush situation I have going on, I feel like is so cute. And yes, I did go find my sweatshirt of Blossom. I didn't know that I had it because Blossom's not my most favorite. She'd probably be like my 3rd favorite. My 1st favorite is Buttercup. And then Bubbles, and then Blossom. But, yes. Okay, not gonna be too rambly. Off to Bubbles. Look, I liken to have never found this shirt. Like, I found like 3 Buttercup shirts and almost did not find my Bubbles one. So I was very upset. But look how cute. It's just a plain little Bubbles colored blue sweatshirt. Super comfy. But yeah, so I'm just going to jump into the look. I'm going to prime my lid with the Clean Canvas in Fair. And I rarely play with glitter, but I felt like the glitter in this palette needed its time. So it's going to be fun. Okay, and my brows look terrible today. I don't know what's going on with my brows, but everything that I do, which is basically pretty normal, aside from yesterday, I tried the Colourpop wax, the feather effect one, the styling wax, and like, I don't know. I'm just so over brows, like, ugh. So I'm going to take the Princess Morbucks color sticks. Princess was such a little snob. Make sure I have my lid patted down. I did take that base out kind of far because I am going to wing this out. So with the shadow sticks, which is a pretty Bubbles blue, look, a match. I'm going to take it. And what I'm going to do is use it kind of as a base. Kind of wing it out. and take it into crease a little bit. Take it onto the lid. Like that. I'm just gonna get that closed up real quick. I'm gonna take this DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush and just kind of blend that around a little bit. Take it a little farther into the crease. Ah, I didn't clean that off very good. Off to such a wonderful start. And just flicking it upwards and out. And patting it down. Ooh. I don't know why my face is so itchy today. Alright, I'm going to go into the palette and go into the Rowdy Rough Boys. So I have a funny story. When my 3 boy cats were kittens, I would call them the Rowdy Rough Boys because they would knock everything over. They were so rambunctious. So they got the nickname the Rowdy Rough Boys. Alright, I've got that on there and I'm just going to pat it down. It's gonna be messy, but it's a trust the process. Ooh, why can I not talk either? Trust the process situation. So now I'm just gonna take my Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette and go into Cream and Sugar to get that diffused because I would like a white eyeshadow to do that. So that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my Sigma E25 brush and just diffuse the shade. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. The cicadas are outside screaming. And all I can think of is hot bug noise. I'm going to take a tiny bit more of the Rowdy Rough Boys on the infamous Nameless Morphe pencil brush and just kind of bring some color back into it. Lost a little bit of the pigment, but that's okay. I just really wanted to get it softened up and less harsh. I'm going to go back into that Sigma brush and do that because I feel like I would like that a little bit better. I didn't clean it off, so it still has some of that white. Alright. Now I'm going to take another DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush, this one right here, and I'm going to go into the Super Friends glitter. Isn't it so cute? It's like, it looks blue, but what's really cool about it is once you get it applied, it's like almost shifty. Like it's got pink and blue and indigo looking, but it's also light and super like wow. I'm just going to pop that on by itself. Look at that. Do you see that? It's been so long since I've used a glitter from Colourpop. I forgot how well they perform. I have some. I've mentioned it before, but I get nervous playing with glitter. Like I'm so scared of getting it in my eye. It can be a little messy, but you know, it works. I'm gonna clean that brush off real quick and I'm going to grab this small shader brush from DeWalt Beauty Lounge and use the shade Professor Utonium. No. The Mayor. I'm using the Mayor. Professor Utonium will be the inner corner highlight, but the Mayor is going to be blended with Super Friends. Got that. I'm just gonna sweep that across the lid and up into the crease. I'm just gonna pat that along the edges of that glitter. And I am going to go in and touch the glitter up in just a minute. But right now I'm going to take the Nameless Morphe brush and go into Rowdy Rough Boys again. And just kind of pat it along the edges of this glitter here. Alright. I'm going to take that fluffier, almost flat but fluffier DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush and go back into Super Friends. And just kind of baby blend here. Alright, now I'm I'm gonna take that Roddy Rough Boy and just kind of blend it in with the Mayor. And then take that Sigma E25 brush with a tiny bit of the Roddy Rough Boys on it. And just kind of give that a nice blend. Like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of Roddy Rough Boys on my finger and just pat it along the edges here on the outer corner of my eyes. Make sure everything is even. And I'm happy with it. And so now all I got to do is just clean up this little shadow wing here. And I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip to do that real quick. And I'm going to take a tiny bit more cream and sugar on that Sigma E25 brush and blend out this into the shadow real quick. Kind of diffuse it this way. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is my take on Bubbles. I made Bubbles earrings. I don't know if my camera is showing them or not. I did use the gloss. I think this one is like a cotton candy one. It smells pretty good. Yeah, my like little Bubbles. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go make my buttercup earrings and grab, I don't know if I'll wear a sweater tomorrow. It was kind of cool in the house today. Like, I stay pretty cold all the time, so I might wear my buttercup one. But I also have like a tank top and a t-shirt. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Depends on how my body temperature wants to be tomorrow. But yeah, what do you think? So far, which looks your favorite? I am low-key obsessed with, like, how I did my hair and, like, the little clips and everything. Okay. Off to the third and final look. Buttercup! Okay, I'm going to put my clean canvas and fair on my lid. I don't know why my chair is being overly squeaky today, but it is. So I apologize. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to use Mojo Jojo. I had to say it that way. I always say it that way. I was like, yes, that's how Mojo Jojo says it, right? But I'm going to use Mojo Jojo first, but I'm going to use my Crown Noir Queen of the Cut Crease, cut crease stencils to do that because it makes it be more precise. I tried to do straight brows today because I was like, yeah, Buttercup would have like the straight ones, but I can't figure out how to do that. So I was like, well, I'll just do like the ones that I normally do that aren't the gel ones that take me an hour to do. This is just to really make sure that I'm keeping that shade more clean, but I am going to have to clean it up a little bit. But it's Mojo Jojo. And it is a gorgeous green shade. I'm just going to take it and make sure I have this down. There we go. And I'm going to angle it up like that. So it is a little shonka, but I am going to clean that up a little bit. I just wanted to use these because I felt like it would just be easier. These are really time savers. See? It makes it pretty well even, but there is a little bit of cleanup to do. Now for the cleanup, I'm going to take a little bit of the clean canvas and fair on the M408 brush from Morphe. Just going to make sure that I have it all patted down. Alright, super cute. So now I'm just going to take my DeVault Beauty Lounge brush and go into the shade Silico. Now, when I was doing my other eye, I did notice that, and it could be because I wiped off what I had before, but you kind of really have to build this shade up. Yeah, see, it looks super green in the palette, but when you're trying to, like, pack it down, you really, really have to work with it to get it to be built up. So I'm going to change to that e.l.f. and J.Kiss a J5 brush real quick. Was how I ended up having to do it earlier. I probably should have tried out one of those Beauty Creations Cosmetics green bases, but when I tried the yellow one and the pink one, I did not like them. But the orange one worked well. I was gonna do a video about it, but I really didn't have a lot nice to say from the ones that I tried. So I just kind of skipped out on that because I didn't want to come off as like mean. But I have tried a couple of shades since, like the light blue shade, I didn't like it. It didn't work very well for me. The yellow one didn't, and the pink one didn't. But the orange worked quite nice. So I do want to try the green out sometime. I'm starting to wish that I would have done that for this, but we'll make this work. I've already pretty much made the star that was in the shade like kind of start to disappear from as much as I'm having to dip back into this green to get it to do what I want it to do. And I really just feel like that's my fault. So I'm going to play around with it some more because it's like usually videos where I just get a palette and do a look with it the first time. Usually I don't go by like how it performs the first time. I usually try to give it another chance with other products. But I mean, like, everything else that I've tried from this has been wonderful. So if the green's just a little difficult, that's just like one shade that I've tried that, you know, that's happened with, so I can't complain. I'm going to take this small shader brush from DeVault Beauty Lounge and go into Chemical X, which is the green. See, I thought about doing like an all green shimmer lid, but then I was like, I don't feel like that would go well with Mojo Jojo. So I was like, you know what, let's just play with this green matte because it's cute. And so that's what I did. I'm gonna take it and get it fairly well blended with that. And then I'm gonna take my DeVault Beauty Lounge brush and really try to get that nice and blended. I'm just tapping it along the edges of that shimmer. Gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, now for the part that I dread that I'm probably not going to talk through because I struggled really hard doing this wing on this eye. So I am going to try my best to get them even. I'm going to use my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner for this. I think I got it. Took a little bit, but you know. So I'm just gonna try to clean up any mess. It's gonna get a little bit messy. It's been a hot minute since I really done a wing like this anyway. Okay, so I am gonna take a little bit more of silico and apply it down here. I'm going to take the J-Kiss and e.l.f. J5 brush now. Alright, for the inner corner highlight, I'm just going to use Chemical X, and then I'm going to go do the rest of my face and be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I wasn't super obsessed with it until I finished everything. Now I really, really like it. Like I thought yesterday that I made the cutest bubbles, but I really kind of feel like I'm rocking this buttercup look. What do you think? I had on the buttercup t-shirt, but I was like, you know, since I had on the sweatshirt for the rest of them, why don't I just go grab my buttercup one? And I made my earrings last night. I've been making every night before I go to bed. I've been making these earrings to kind of be like the character that is the look. So that has been fun. It's kind of made me be inspired to like, let's just get into this 3 looks 1 palette and do it. We're gonna go all out and it's gonna be fun, and it has been a lot of fun. Which was your favorite look? It's hard for me to pick. I liked how it seemed that Blossom was a lot of a lot more of a different look for me to do. That was like really, really fun. I'll probably do that one again sometime soon. And Bubbles was just like, I felt like adorable. I don't know what it was. I never find myself as like pretty or cute or anything, and I felt so cute after that Bubbles look. And then there's this one, which I feel like is pretty unique. I've never been able to do the lower lash line like this with liner to like make little pokey little lashes, and I was too scared to try to do anymore. So I was like, okay, this will work. So yeah, so tell me what you want to see next down below. Is there any other looks that I should create with this palette? I did use the blush. Let me grab that real quick because I don't know what I did with it. I did use the Fighting Crime blush today and yesterday. I just, wait, no, that's the wrong color. I did use the Save in the World blush yesterday and today. I feel like it's less of an intense pink, but more of like a peachy kind of orange. And I love it so much. Like, the packaging is seriously the cutest. Like, it has like the shape of a heart, the mirror's a heart, and then you have Blossom Bubbles and Buttercup on the front. And that's about how they look on, like, the heart and with the Powerpuff Girls on the front, or how each blush looks. I did use the Everything Nice lip mask from 4th Ray that was included the past 2 nights. And I have felt my lips feel a lot more hydrated and refreshed. I'm excited to try the little blue one. I'll go check the name of that one real quick because I don't know it and I suck, so I'll be right back. The other one is called Sugar and Spice, and I wonder how it smells because Everything Nice smells very nice. My only, out of the lip glosses, I really, really like them, except my only complaint, and it's not really even a complaint, I am a very weird person. Yeah, shocker, right? Okay, no, for real. Like, candy apple, like green apple, yeah, green apple, because that's the one of this. I almost said candy apple, but that tastes good, and now my mouth is watering while I think of it. But the Buttercup Roller Gloss is green apple, and I was like, because the scent of green apple kind of makes me nauseous, and I don't know why. Like, I can't drink anything that flavor. Like, I can eat a green apple, but like candy that's green apple flavored and like Crown Royal green apple, can't mess with that. Like, stuff like that, it bothers my stomach. And when I put this on, like, I smelled it and I was like, and that's nothing against Colourpop. That's nothing against the gloss. Like, it's really cute. It performs well. It's just probably one that I'll kind of like shy away from a little bit just because of the scent. And the scent is of that one, I did notice, didn't seem to be as potent as the other two. Now, I think my favorite one was the Blossom one, but I have Bubbles right over here. Let me grab Blossom. I'm so sorry for not having everything over here. It's just that my desk is a mess and I really, really need to organize my makeup room. So I went to grab the box. Blossom is watermelon, Buttercup green apple, and Bubbles blue raspberry. I don't know why I was thinking cotton candy, but Bubbles just smells really good, and my favorite one is definitely Blossom. Like, that smell of watermelon to me is pretty strong, but I love it. I'm like, ooh, I smell watermelon, and I'm just obsessed. So Blossom's my favorite gloss, and most definitely Bubbles being my second, and Buttercup being my least favorite, which is not even close to how I feel about the Powerpuff Girls. It's a complete opposite order. It's Buttercup, Bubbles, and Blossom, in my opinion. Let me know down below which Powerpuff Girl was your favorite, which of the looks was your favorite, and what you would like to see next down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I will have all of my social medias down below. And if you would like to board the Hot Mess Express, please hit that subscribe button. I try my best to upload every Wednesday, but definitely every Sunday. So pretty much every Wednesday and every Sunday, I upload. I do want to thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!